Consumer inflation decreased for the first time in 5 months to 2.7% in March, also representing the lowest level in almost 5 years. The consumer inflation rate is below the midpoint of the Reserve Bank's target range of 3 to 6%. Food inflation recorded a low 2.2%. Higher price changes were recorded for the fruit and nuts, hot beverages and meat categories. Stats SA's Patrick Kelly says lower fuel prices partly supported the lower inflation. Petrol prices went down by 7 cents per litre in the month, while diesel went down by between 17 and 23 cents per litre, depending on grade.
The decline was mainly due to lower fuel prices and softer tuition inflation. Changes in the fuel price often affect the monthly inflation rate. In March, the fuel index softened by 0.4% from February, taking the annual rate from a negative 3.6% to a negative 8.8%. A litre of 95 octane petrol was 22 Rand and 34 cents in March, down from 24 Rand 45 cents a year before. The average price for diesel declined to 22 Rand and 80 from 24 Rand 85 over the same period.
The low inflation environment would usually mean better prospects for the Reserve Bank to lower interest rates. However, Standard Bank economist Dr. Elna Mollman says the central bank is concerned with medium-term risks to the inflation outlook stemming from the international factors like the current trade war between the United States and China.
Consumer inflation was significantly lower than expected in March. This was partly owing to a slight downside surprise in food inflation, which increased less than we expected. It was mainly owing to another downside surprise in the big rental category, which is surveyed only quarterly. This is the second consecutive downside surprise in the quarterly rental inflation data, which is then clearly reflective of ongoing weakness in the residential rental market. The data generally reflects very benign inflation pressure, and this vindicates the Reserve Bank's interest rate cuts so far. But unfortunately, this won't necessarily remove the Reserve Bank's concerns about future inflation risks from global tariff developments in particular.
Economists expect inflation to continue a downward trajectory in April before resuming an upward trend in May due to base effects. Inflation is expected to average below the midpoint of the Reserve Bank's target range at 4% this year. Gloria Sefakomusi, SABC News, Johannesburg.